It's live. It's likely live. I think that we're live and
I think
outside.
that we're live too.
And we're here. Hi, everyone.
Chaz says it live.
Good.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to this.
Welcome to this garden stream.
We're outside. We got plants to plant. We got garden to grow.
Here,
And
let me do this for now.
we're all very proud of the work that Steven did to set this up. You want me to hold this?
I got it. It's just incredibly sunshiny out.
Yeah.
We're doing garden stream because in the spring I plant garden. And we figured that that would be a fun activity to try streaming.
Yeah.
Andy says, oh, I love garden stream. So we're going to be putting mostly seeds in the ground today, and that's about it. That's
yeah.
about it. There's a few tomatoes that are already tomatoes, and not seeds
That are
anymore.
already germinated.
Yeah, they're
Look at these guys.
those are going to go in the ground, so that'll probably be the most exciting part.
Amazing. I'll be the Vanna White.
Thank you. You may also notice there's a trellis. That's new this year. Steven helped me put that up 2 weeks ago, week ago, because I want to grow peas and beans, and
You got to have that, apparently.
They need a trellis.
That was the vlog that came out this morning.
Yeah.
Appropriately timed.
So the vlog
Good.
came out if you wanted to see us install that. And we're going to be putting all the stuff in the ground today. We have a subscription from Stalker Mike 1987. Welcome. 9 months from Barbarian Rex. 11 months from Jacebook. 13 months from None Shoes. 12 months from Brina BX.
We don't have any paint sticks.
I don't have my paintbrushes out here.
It's
I'm sorry,
fine.
Brina. 13 months from Xeno Fantasies. 13 months from Penguin Frog. 6 months from Sweet Serene. 12 months from Furious Kitty. Thank you, Brandon.
You're welcome.
We have a subscription from Haley92. Welcome. 2 months from Rubik's Moon. 7 months from Circle Now Squared. 13 months from Zelda Master 702. 13 months from Star Wars Trekkie. 12 months from Trains Wreck.
You ever done finger painting before? Because these are your paintbrushes if you have.
Okay, fair point. 9 months from D-Tran, 13 months from Happy Pathogens, a subscription from Alice Forsyth, welcome. 13 months from Shiny Hunter John, 13 months from Zimmer CJ, 13 months from Hounds Flash, 13 months from Kalen Lux, 12 months from Missing No Leader, 5 months from Transgirl Lily 444. Hugplick says, it's a gorgeous day. It is. I'm really glad it's not 80 degrees out yet.
Yeah, we're in the 70s here.
Yep.
That's great.
Thank God.
7 months from Goblin Ebbs, 9 months from Ivar Shonebek, and 3 months from Seiss-chan, and 7 months from Dan. Thank you, Dan. Dan says plants.
It's true. That's what's happening. All right.
And then we have 5 months from Omega Sam Art. Thank you. So
Nice.
welcome, everyone. We're going to get started so we don't have to be out here any longer than we have to, because even though it's in the 70s, it's still a little warm in the high UV sun. So
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Sure.
Sure, I guess. So let's start with some seeds.
Okay, it's seed time. So what do we have first?
It doesn't really matter.
What do you pick first?
Well, I'm going to pick the beans first.
It's bean time.
So these are
It's bean
French
time.
fillet bush beans. So let's see.
Harvest in about 56 days.
So we're going to put them,
I think that's a secret family recipe.
we're going to put them 3 inches apart and cover with 1 inch of soil.
Okay.
Keep everything evenly moist, firm, and then they show up in a week or 2.
Nice. Unless you messed up.
Unless you messed up. Now,
All right.
I've had a squirrel who's been digging a lot of holes in this, and keeps
not
putting
great.
holes down into my garden. So we're gonna put the beans on this side along the trellis so they
Okay.
can grow up the trellis. So what we're gonna start by doing is we're gonna make like a little trough here.
You want me to do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're gonna put them an inch down.
All the way,
All the way.
across. Look at us make a little.
I never took this thing off. Oh well, it's
That's
not hurting
fine.
anything.
Look at that. We
And
got
I
a little
bet the ones
trough.
on the end are gonna get dug back up by Mr. Squirrel.
Yeah, probably. This is why you plant multiple plants.
Yeah. So it says to put these 3 inches apart.
Okay.
They look like Tic Tacs.
Oh. Look at us go. We're gonna have food in no time. I'm gonna go out of town and I'm gonna be back. And there's gonna be food. I'm very excited. Wow, your thought about 3 inches is very different than my thought about 3 inches.
Well, what's gonna happen is some of them aren't gonna show up.
So you wanna do it closer.
Yeah, because I'm gonna thin them out. Like as they start to show up, I'll pick
Okay,
some of the other ones and then I'll just like pluck them.
I got it. So don't follow the instructions.
I mean, I am, but not fully.
Okay. Well, it's like cooking,
Yeah, it's like cooking.
not like baking. All right. Oh boy, that's gonna be an
Here,
operation.
put it in this hand first.
There you go. Sorry about the dirt. Time to
Oh
cover?
no, we're in the garden. Dirt, sorry.
Time to cover?
Yes.
Sweet.
So you're gonna cover them up.
I believe you.
And then you're just gonna kind of tap it down a little bit.
I feel like I'm in the nature.
And that's the beans.
Oh my God. Can you believe it?
We're gonna have food. It's that easy.
Can you believe that people pay for this?
I know.
Why would anyone buy a bean? You can make a bean.
Oh
We
yeah,
have
we can't.
a 13-month resub from Jay Linebeck, 8 months from Melzy D. Furious Kitty gifted a sub to Mr. Raichu Dude, and 13 months from Charlemagne25. Thank you. This is beautiful bean footage, Richard says.
Listen, this is the only place on Twitch with beans. The only place.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure. There's no other place on Twitch with beans.
So let's do the same thing, but on the other side of the trellis
Okay, with beans?
with peas. Peas. So,
Oh, this means I have to be athletic, right? Because I got to get over here.
what?
I got to. Oh.
No. This side of the trellis.
Oh, dang it! I was so excited.
You wanted to climb in the dirt?
Oh, yeah. It's fine. So you're leveling it.
Yeah, I'm
and
just
gonna
fixing
go
what
ahead
the
and get.
squirrel did. Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
can
go ahead
start
and get
digging
started.
that. This wants it to go
Oh yeah, let's read the instructions.
2 inches apart, double rows spaced 6 inches apart. So it looks like we could actually do a set on this side too.
Okay, so I can get
Yeah,
over there.
you want to go over there?
Let's do it. This is a little less exciting than I thought it would be. Okay, so
this one also shows up in like 1 to 2 weeks.
yes.
So like in a week, they'll start poking their heads up.
And so you also just want to plant them close together in cull
Yes.
as you go on. Okay.
So I've already started the tomatoes inside that we're not planting today because there's 3 tomatoes we have out here. But I have
Yes.
another tomato I'm going to be planting, but those seeds aren't big enough yet
Yes, I
to
see.
survive cold weather.
Okay. Yeah, and you know, despite the fact that it's nearly 80 degrees today, it was about freezing last night.
Yeah, which is when things will.
It's difficult this time of year because you don't know what to wear. You don't know how to dress.
Yeah, I had long sleeves on earlier.
Yeah, same. Like I had a jacket and everything on. All right, give me
This one
the
had a hole in it.
give me the peas. And how far apart are you going to do this
These,
actually?
It's 2 inches.
So 1 inch.
Yeah, about.
Okay, got it. I'm getting it. I'm figuring it out. I not only know how we're breaking
was 2.
or that we're breaking the rules, but I also know how to break the rules. I'm very excited about that.
So these are, what are these? Sugar snap peas.
Will they be good?
Yeah, you can eat the whole thing. These are like what you would put in a stir fry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what kind of beans did we plant?
French green.
So what does that mean? Like green
They're
beans?
yeah, French green beans. They're like more tender.
So it's not like the beans in the soup can.
No. And these ones are snap peas, so you eat the whole thing kind of like you would a green bean and not
Yes.
like take all the peas out and eat them individually.
Okay. But if you do that, like we don't judge.
No, you could.
but it's just wrong.
It's just wrong.
But we don't judge.
Oh, you're not done.
I got a lot of work to do. You can queue up the next thing while I do this.
Sure. Oh wait, I have to cover these.
Oh yeah.
So you'll know
you could let the squirrel do it.
the squirrel's gonna eat them if I'm not careful. So you can probably see my garden's falling apart a little bit.
It's just a little rustic.
It's termites.
It's just a little rustic termites. They add character.
Uh-huh.
The termites are interested in wood and planted. We're fortunately not planting trees. So.
Not for them.
What does that mean? I do have the spares if you want them. Oh. Sorry, I don't have any dexterity now.
You have gloves on. We have a subscription from Anidnawind. Welcome. 30, or not 34. Dishnet 34 gifted a sub to the Bean channel.
Nice. There is another place with beans on Twitch.
We have a subscription from Aggressive Alpaca. Welcome. Fossix gifted a sub to 3 inches. Aggressive Alpaca gifted a sub to Mr. Darktails V20. Thank you for the gift subs. 13 months from Marvel 410. 13 months from Mike. 13 months from Colton KP, and Circle Now Squared gifted a sub to Fire Goddess 1990. Thank you.
Oh no, someone said that.
What's up with your mic? It looks off. Did you accidentally hit the button?
Maybe. So they're just hearing me through yours.
Probably. Dishnet gifted a sub to Bush's Baked Beans.
Am I audible
you,
now? That's a question for them.
Good now.
Good now, great. Yeah, I definitely, in my athletic squat pose,
accidentally
turned
your
my
mic.
microphone off, so that's cool.
All right, what's next?
I don't know,
Corn?
what's next?
Corn?
We can corn. So where does the corn go?
The corn is going to go here on
Okay.
this side. Here, but I need
Got
to leave,
it.
oh God. I need to leave room because there's going to be a honeydew melon in this corner, but that's upstairs already starting and with the tomatoes.
Yes.
So we need to make sure we leave room for that.
Okay, so you want me to like put the shovel down to mark it? Like, don't go past there?
Let's probably go like
Don't
there.
go past there?
Yeah.
Got it.
Because it's going to vine like the watermelon did last year.
Yes. Dude, that watermelon went all over the place.
Yeah, it grew all the way
It started
this way.
over here, and there were watermelons over here. In fact, the one watermelon that
single
we
one.
got was over here, even though the plant rooted over there. So, I don't know how fruitful it'll be for us to try to box it in.
So I'm not going to have a ton of corn because I really don't have the garden space for it. So this is kind of more of an experiment this year, is to try growing corn.
It's like a test kitchen, but for the
yeah.
part before the kitchen.
So this says 6 to 10 inches apart and rows 2 to 3 feet apart.
Okay. So,
So-
you're just going to do one row,
I think
probably?
what's going to happen, will you back up a second?
Yes.
I think we're going to put them in a row here,
Okay.
and then we'll do another row here
Okay.
from about here.
How far down?
1 inch.
1 inch. I like it. And you said 6 inches?
What did I say?
I mean, what do you want?
6 to
Because
10 inches
what you
apart.
said doesn't.
Let's go 6.
I wonder if I should go get the tablet so that we can read chat. And
If you
then-
want.
Yeah, let me do that. Ugh, okay. I promise I'm not just trying to get out of work. But I also now have the dexterity to... Oh yeah, people are trying to figure out what inches mean.
Oh, because we have people from
So do you want to do it like
metric countries.
4 inches apart?
No, I think like closer to 6.
Closer to 6. And that's like some amount of centimeters.
That's
have
this.
Not on this one.
There's a ruler right here.
Oh, wow. That doesn't tell me how much in centimeters it is, though.
Oh, I don't know. It's about yay far.
Okay. 15 centimeters. We love that.
Oh, look. So this is the corn.
Whoa. That is not
It's
what I
dried.
expected it to look like.
This is peaches and cream hybrid sweet corn.
It's okay, Vagabond. We have Google for the metrics.
I'm gonna get in the dirt.
It's very fun. I guess be cautious of the beans we did.
Yeah. Ooh, it's soft on this end.
Yeah. For those wondering if it's worth learning the imperial system, it's not. Don't bother.
But it's worth learning metric.
Yes, it is. If you don't live here, then don't worry about it.
You mean if you live here?
If you don't live here, then don't worry about living or learning imperial.
Yes.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
This is a relaxing, pressure-free situation.
Is it though?
Yes, it is.
I think this will allow people, when they're watching the vlogs, to be a lot more connected to the garden.
Yeah, because we were talking about, so this was really fun to set up from a technical perspective. And we were talking about the potential for doing a follow-up, but the problem is that a follow-up would be like a 10-minute thing where we water.
Yeah,
And then
so
we're like, all right, bye.
So every day what happens is I come out here and I look for things like this, which we stepped on, so it's totally, and then I just pluck it and get rid of it.
Yeah, you weed the place.
Yeah, and if you keep up with weeding, it's a lot easier than if you let it go, because then you have a lot more to weed, and they're more deeply rooted and more difficult.
Yes.
And then I just check the soil and see how dry it is and decide if I need to water or not.
Yep. You're doing this like 2 at a time. That's great. So how do you feel about deer prevention measures
This year? Putting a net down really helped, but corn is quite tall,
Yeah.
so I'm not quite sure exactly what to do there.
So we're gonna play it by ear.
Yeah,
Do you think that the dog fur was effective?
I think so. Haley said her parents swear by that, so maybe I'll just have them like keep more dog fur for me, but also like have them maybe bring Leica over at some point to just kind of get dog scent.
Okay. So we can give Leica a tour of the garden.
Yes, every so often.
The Thunder Striker recommended maybe doing a follow-up once things are grown in.
Yeah.
That would potentially be worth it because it would be more than just garden maintenance. You could say like, here's the corn we planted, and here's that, and here's the melons we couldn't plant on stream or whatever.
Ooh, there's a spider. There's a little spider.
A little bit of nature.
Little tiny spider. All right. You don't need to know where that is.
I can see it. He's
It's
over
a
here.
garden friend.
I guess if you don't like spiders, then don't watch.
It's a tiny. He's just a little baby.
He's just a little guy. He's not a little guy, but he could appear like he's a little guy on video.
All right, so next we're gonna plant radishes.
Nice.
So radishes are cool in that they don't take all that long. We can harvest them in 20 days, 20 to 28 days.
Whoa.
I probably should have started these before Japan, but I didn't.
Oh,
So,
that was only a month ago. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
Do you wanna
These and the
switch off?
beans and the peas are slightly cooler weather plants, and it's already warm here.
Do you want to switch off?
Yeah, you want to plant these?
Sure.
I didn't read where that goes, deep-wise. Depth-wise.
So 6 inches apart, so that means 3 inches apart. And ½ inch down.
Okay. So the melon's going to go here.
Yes.
So let's plant those here because they'll be done by the time that's in and that's big enough to be bothered.
A problem? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like this is the line for melon.
Yes.
So you can kind of plant those probably here
Okay.
in this space, and then what does it say? Rows? 6 inches apart, cover with 1/2 inch fine soil. So you could probably do rows like that.
Sure. Is that going to be a lot, or is that going to be fine?
That's going to be a lot. All of our friends are going to get a lot of radishes.
Okay. We can also half the amount.
Yeah, we can.
I will half it,
Okay.
and that's probably fine.
Okay. Seems
All
good to
right,
me.
so
We have
let
a
me get
13-month resub from Lugia6. Thank you. Scatman says, or we could have a bunch of radishes.
Yeah, but
Dan says, time to start liking radishes.
yeah, that's the reason that we can't have too many radishes.
They're so good though. They're crunchy and they have a little bit of spice to them. Just a little bit.
What? Are they spicy? What?
They are. They have a heat to them.
They're naturally spicy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like a jalapeno.
Yeah, I've just never thought of it as spicy. Maybe I've just never thought of it that way. I don't know. I'm not a food man, I guess.
We have a 13-month resub from Win
Whoa, these are-
Parthia. Thank you.
These are so small.
Yeah, they're super tall.
Um,
Noah says, how many pepperonis are radishes? 1. Maybe half.
you should see how small these
0.5
are.
or 1.
Because it's like
Those are radish
th-
seeds.
That's like nothing.
Babies.
All right, let me do this.
Dan says, I like beans and melons. Dan, do you like snap peas? I thought about growing edamame.
Yeah.
Yeah? What does that say?
It says 6 inches apart, so 3 inches apart.
Okay.
Remember?
But it does say thin to stand 2 inches apart.
I don't know what that means.
The rows are 6 inches apart. You can put them a lot closer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So we are gonna have a lot of radishes.
Dan
It's
says,
fine.
I do, and corn.
I feel like if I sneeze, everything will go wrong.
Don't sneeze then.
I'm in the outdoors. I didn't take the fexofenadine. Like,
Oh, I can't. I'm waiting on my allergy test tomorrow.
Oh yeah. That's a tough situation.
So these are our early scarlet globe radishes. They are an heirloom radish.
What does it mean for something to be an heirloom?
I believe that it is something that has been around a while or been bred specifically to have certain characteristics.
Neat. Is there any like amount of fidelity that allows you to pick up the seeds on the camera?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's why I have this one.
Okay. Well, I don't know, man. They're real small.
They are very small.
Like if you can't see,
Let me.
like if you can't see, you can't do this very well. This is very tough.
Historical strains. That's what I was trying to say. Magma
Histor-
Fish, thank you.
Historical strains.
Yeah, and like one of the tomatoes we're going to plant is a Cherokee Purple, and NPR had a really cool article on those, and I don't remember the whole story, but it was something about how they found someone that still had Cherokee Purples growing, and they were like, oh my god, and now they're like a big deal.
So they found like the last known
Stockpile
plant
of them
it?
somewhere? Yeah, something like
okay.
that.
And then we brought them back.
Yeah, and I believe it was North Carolina or South. One of the Carolinas that was important to that story.
Yeah, the good one. You know, the good one. North or south, I don't remember, but it's the good one.
Vagabond says, that's like 14 seeds.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Once they germinate, just kill some of them.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Well, see, radishes grow underground, kind of like potatoes,
Oh.
because they're a root
So
vegetable.
we're not going to know.
Yeah, so you have to like pluck some of them. I may have you do a 4th row over here.
What?
Yeah, because this
I
is your
mean,
second row,
And
and this will be your
that'll
third
be my
row.
third.
I think we should do another one.
You won't. Okay. That's fine. That's a lot.
Fossick says 14 imperial seeds, 14 metric seeds.
There we go.
Well, see, the thing is I'm going to have to, bless you, Stephen. I'm going to have to pluck some of them as they're growing, so I know how big they're getting.
Okay.
Because I won't know, because they're under the ground.
I'm just saying, this is
Unlike
a lot.
tomatoes, which are above ground.
Okay. How big do they get?
Like inch or two.
Okay.
Like
So like for a dish, you might use a row of them.
Maybe. I like to put them in salad or just eat them. They're good dipped in ranch.
I see.
You can slice them very thinly and put them in other dishes.
Now, what if we accidentally grow a tree? Should we get these out of here?
You don't have to get them all out of there, but don't bury one.
I mean, all right.
We have a 5-month resub from Pickletron. Thank you.
I think there's not one there. Okay. So you want me to do another row? I'm
Yeah.
going to cover these.
Okay. You want to hand me
First.
the not spoon?
Give me the garden spoon. Well, if you're doing that, then I can just hop on over. Oh.
Last year, when I was planting, because it was my first year with this garden,
Yeah.
I found peanuts
In the
soil.
thing? Oh.
So someone had planted peanuts at one point.
So this used to be a peanut household.
Yeah.
Now, not so much. I mean, how could it be?
We have a tier 2 subscription from Jump Joltix. Thank you. You get Silver Kepi emote. Furious Kitty gifted a sub to Snowfox. Thank you for the gift sub. And 12 months from Decoy Troy.
Nice.
Can't clap. We each have stuff in our hands.
What do you want to do?
There.
Okay.
Steven's not even pointing at us.
It's fine.
Sorry.
We were doing the clapping for 12 months because we both can't use hands. So we're just doing like repetitive high fives. It's fine.
And then I'm going to put this here so I know where that line is for now.
Okay. I think like we're gonna be set on radishes.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong because like we had some failures last year, right?
We did. I planted 6 tomatoes and only 4 gave us anything.
Yeah.
One of the not 4, like there was 2 that weren't great. One of them did give us some tomatoes and the other one gave us 3 and they were all terrible, the 3.
Yeah. So it really didn't give us anything useful. But then the small ones, the cherry ones.
Yeah, the one that was center here
Yeah.
last year.
What kind of tomatoes did you have? You had.
Those were cherries.
Okay. There were like a couple of varieties. It's all right if you don't know.
This was Sweet Thousand. They were like super tiny. This was where the tiny one was. This tomato plant last year was, it was an heirloom. If I saw the name, I'd know it.
It's all right.
We're getting some funky video Wi-Fi tearing.
Oh.
It's like watching a 90s VHS home video.
Oh.
Chess says maybe have Steven try reconnecting the thing. It's constantly doing a bad.
Okay, let the audience know that they will not hear us for a.
All right.
Yeah,
few
we're gonna
seconds.
go in silent.
Go in silent for a few seconds.
They'll get to hear the music though.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
All right. I believe they can probably see and hear us again.
Yes? Hi? Hello?
Welcome back.
Maybe? Do they see it?
Resolved.
Resolved.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes.
I like it when it's resolved. Okay, the radishes are planted.
Yes.
I did a little whoop,
You tucked them in. and
told
that
them
was
a
it.
little bedtime story.
Everyone missed the bedtime story.
Kissed them
I'm
goodnight.
sorry.
Yeah, y'all missed a lot. I'm sorry.
All right. We have 3 tomatoes to plant, and then we have parsley, and then we have the pots over there.
Okay, we're making it. All right, let's go.
Let's grab the parsley next, Brandon.
Parsley time.
Uh-huh.
What do I do with these?
I've been putting them in there.
Okay.
Just try not to like tilt them.
Yeah, that's the trick, huh? To not get, there's one weird trick to not get radishes in your gardening bag. All right, we got parsley.
Facebook gifted a sub to Hollyland. Thank you for the gift sub.
Nice.
All right, the parsley.
Hollyland.
It's organic.
How deep does parsley go?
It goes. Sow seeds thinly and cover within with 1/4 inch
Oh, they're
of
shallow.
fine soil.
Okay. So we're going to do these slightly different because this is going to be a plant for not eating, but we're also planting some for eating in a bit.
I don't know what that means.
Here, I'm giving you this.
Sure.
So we're going to put those right here.
Oh, look at those.
So this is parsley seed. I'm gonna give you this to go put with the,
Rest.
you can set it with
You have to,
those
like, not move your hand.
because we're gonna put that in a pot.
Okay.
There
Oh,
you go.
so Lunar speculates we're doing this for the bugs.
We are doing this for the bugs. So monarchs and swallowtail caterpillars really like parsley and they're pollinators.
Sorry.
Bless you. And so I'm planting
Sorry.
some parsley specifically for that purpose and that purpose only.
Okay. So we don't. Are you just kind of sprinkling it?
Yeah, I sprinkled them here.
Oh.
And I'm
So-
gonna sprinkle these here.
Is this the only natural insecticide that you're planting in this garden?
This isn't an insecticide. This is to draw pollinators.
Oh, this is an anti-insecticide.
This is to bring bugs.
Yeah, that's what I tried
Good
to say.
bugs. Anyway, so I just planted some of that. We're gonna plant some of that to eat also, but that's not being out here. That's gonna go on the screened-in patio. I am gonna plant marigolds, but not today. I need to know where everything's growing first before I put marigolds in.
Yeah, last year, did you put them in?
I bought them already started.
Okay,
So next up we have the tomatoes.
sure.
And if you wanna grab all 3 of those,
I can do that.
we gotta make a decision about exactly where they're going.
I agree. And we get to talk about what they might become.
Tomatoes.
Sure, but like what kind of tomatoes?
What have I become? A tomato.
They're gonna become tomatoes, surprise.
Man, in my 6th grade science class, we listened to the Johnny Cash version of that song.
So these are our tomatoes. Bought these already started. So this one is a Cherokee purple. So we're gonna put one there.
And that was the good one.
Yeah, last year we did these and these were very good.
It did great.
And we'll put one here. And then this one is, I couldn't find sun golds this year, but I found sun sugar and I hear they're pretty comparable. And then we're gonna put one here. There, done.
Yeah, we were very impressed with Cherokee Purple last year.
Yeah,
We did BLTs for like 3 weeks.
they were so good.
It was very, very good. You were out of town for a lot of it.
I know, and I was very sad that they all were ready, but when I was gone.
Well, thanks for planning it.
So you got to eat more?
So, yeah.
And then the other tomato I'm going to plant is the purple tomato I started on the solar eclipse. Those are upstairs. They are not big enough to be out yet, but those are gonna go here.
Okay. So we don't have too many tomato plants this year.
Well, last year I did 6 and only 4 gave us tomatoes, and this
Yeah.
year I'm doing 4 tomatoes.
Okay.
So,
I got it. I'm following now. So instead of planting 6, we'll be planting 4.
Yes.
But you have a lot more than 4 upstairs, right?
Yeah, Haley's gonna take some,
Oh, look at that.
and we'll see. I don't have any use for the rest.
Haley says, time to brush Leica. It would be appreciated.
So the cool thing about tomatoes is they sprout roots from anywhere. So if you live in somewhere like a super humid climate like we do, they'll actually start sprouting roots like along the stem as they're growing up because it's so humid that it triggers that. So what you do with tomatoes is you put a bunch of the bottom leaves off like I've done here, and I'm going to plant it all the way down to here.
Okay. Because they'll just grow roots out from that
They'll
far.
grow roots from out there and it'll help keep it more stable.
Nice. Furious Kitty gifted a sub to Haley. Thank you.
Thank you for the gift sub. So Haley's growing her purple tomatoes in a container. So we'll see how those do compared to how these do.
Yeah, Haley says she's growing hers indoors, so when is she
Oh.
getting it?
she can get hers at any point, I guess. Whenever she wants.
All right, maybe when you do the thing. She needs one of your... Oh, so are you planning it? Oh, no, you're just trying to figure out how... I gotcha.
There's a lot of sticks in this.
It looks like it was mulched.
It is a little mulch, but that'll decompose into like soil. Is that deep enough? Yeah. All right, so we're gonna hold the tomato like so, flip it, and then kind of push.
Grab from that
and do
side.
that. And sometimes these get a little root bound where they're like really clogged with the roots. So you kind of want to break it apart a little bit so it doesn't keep growing in that configuration. But I'm not trying to break the roots completely. I'm just trying to open it up a little. And then we're going to plant that way down.
Very cool. And then we might have real food.
And because we live on a slope, I try to give it like a little well to hold some of the water and direct it down into the plant. Like a little berm.
Oh, I see. So you've made like a little hill.
Yeah. There we go, one. And I don't really need this.
Make sure to give it a kiss and tell it good job.
Go ahead. And I'll put a tomato cage on that later.
Tomato cage.
Yeah, to support
So
it.
that's the round metal thing.
Yes.
It's like made out of the same material as the arch here.
And this would have been great to put in the arch for tomatoes because they get, especially the purple ones, they get huge. But I wanted to grow beans and peas, and that got priority on the arch. So.
So what is the purpose of the cage? I mean, Haley said that tomatoes must be contained.
They must be contained. They get real tall and real heavy.
Okay.
The purple tomatoes, they said they get something like 14 feet.
Okay.
And they can't support their own weight, so they just fall over and break. So if you have something to support them as they grow, then they can keep growing and give you more tomatoes.
So what happened in nature when they just grew until they broke?
We've destroyed that. I don't think they grew that way completely.
Science has gone
They're
too far.
slightly more of a vine than they are of a plant. All right, so this is another Cherokee purple. So again, I'm going to strip off the bottom leaves. And I can't think right offhand what these first two leaves are called, but they're the ones that pop out of the seed. The first ones. Someone probably knows or can look it up for me.
Snowfox says that tomato plants are prone to moisture-borne disease, so keeping them off the ground helps protect them from that.
That as well. So like as they grow, I'm going to probably strip off more of the bottom leaves to protect that so there's not the leaves down in the soil.
I see. Tsunami Kitten subscribed for 12 months. You wanna?
Thank you.
Great.
So again, I'm just going to kind of open the bottom of this a little bit.
According to chat, in some environments it's dry enough that you don't need the cage. That environment ain't this one.
It sure isn't.
And so last but not least,
This is the sun sugar. This is a yellow cherry.
You're doing great work.
Steven?
I was talking to you. What's that?
What is this? Oh, it's a mushroom.
Oh, neat. Well, now it's fertilizer.
Well, that means there's more of it. It's a fungus. Here's the stem of it.
So is that bad?
Not necessarily. Because this is pretty mulchy
Yeah.
soil. It could just have been from that.
Okay. I mean, that tells me that it's like healthy.
Yeah, that there's a fungus growing.
Everyone is very happy about the mushroom. Lunar says that shrooms are usually good, like a good sign for the soil.
Mm-hmm. I think there's a few that wouldn't be, but I think that one is. I don't know exactly what it is. I need to take a mushroom class for foraging.
Mushrooms are something I will buy from the store before consuming.
Right.
Oh, look at that guy. These things are just little guys right now.
They will be very much not little guys later.
If everything goes right.
Those are those. Those
Wow,
are done.
look at that. Amazing.
I'm just gonna smooth some of this out so I can see if a squirrel is out here later.
These are not the tomato plants that were in the vlog yesterday.
No.
Those were different.
Those are
the
different.
ones that are too small to plant right now.
Yeah, they're
Someone
much
in chat is
smaller than
asking.
this. And we're gonna only plant one of those. Haley's taking another.
And then
I don't know what I'm gonna do with the other 5.
just keep letting them touch you.
They did move towards my hands. They don't do that anymore. They only did that one time.
So how often will you harvest stuff, Tokunude asks? And it depends on the plant.
It does depend on the plant. So what's gonna happen is I'll come out here every day to check how the soil's doing for moisture, pluck any weeds that are starting to come up. As the seeds start coming up, I'll probably thin some of those out because they'll be too close, which is fine. But not all of them are gonna come up, so I have to keep an eye on that. And then the radishes will be first, and then probably peas and beans. And by the time those are done, we'll probably start getting some tomatoes. Corn will be late because it's supposed to be knee-high by the 4th of July.
That's great, I love that.
Have you never heard that?
No, I love that though, that's great.
Chaz knows it.
Well, that's like Chaz's, he was born
In the corn
in the
fields.
corn. It
All
was,
right.
He was quite literally children of the corn.
Yeah.
What time is it?
It is about 2 o'clock.
How do you feel about that? You
Well,
want to do
what would be the next thing if we did
the 4 pots?
it? Yeah, we can do that.
Okay,
Do you want to switch out again?
sure.
Chaz says it's true.
Thank you.
I know my friends, Chaz. I know where they were born. I know what plants they were born in.
We have a 12-month resub from Valix Butterfly.
Okay.
Thank you. Luna Gazer says, you haven't heard that, Brandon?
No, I wasn't born in the corn.
Padawan Becca says, Chaz is a child of the corn.
I know it. So I'm gonna put dirt in a pot.
4 of them.
In this dirt comes to you in 4 pots.
Well, it's 2 bags
Yeah.
and 4 pots.
I feel like I'm like swinging into somewhere between Manhattan and Boston when I say this comes to you in 4 pots. All right. Oh, and then here's this,
Oh,
which
we will need
almost
that.
dumped all over the place. Okay, so I need to open this.
Yes. It's perforated on the side.
I believe you. Oh, over here on this side.
Either. You could use the scooper to puncture it too if you can't.
I got it. All right, so to what extent? Just
Put it in.
put it in. Let me,
Yeah, it's a little hard to get started.
yeah, that's all right. There we go.
I suppose I could have taken the stickers off ahead of time, but it doesn't really
Well,
matter.
do you want to do that?
No,
Okay.
I'll do it later.
And how high am I doing this?
Pretty high.
Okay. And so this
Use
is,
your Brandon muscles, Lunar says.
yeah, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, kind of do that and just pat it a little bit.
So this is Miracle Grow. Did you pick that on purpose or because it was convenient?
It was on sale.
Nice. It's the public sub methodology of
That's pretty
picking
good.
dirt.
You can do the other ones.
Nice. Feel like an assembly machine.
We have a 13-month resub from Tessa Jane 18. Thank you.
Get this open a bit more.
Ooh, those came off pretty easy.
Yeah, you could probably do it. Were you afraid it was going to be like a dish soap situation where
I
it's just like,
was.
yeah. Cool. That's probably good for this one.
Chaz says satisfying, isn't it? They come off so easy, I'm thankful.
Am I gonna need the second thing?
You might.
You think?
I don't know. I was doing the math because it says they're
25 quarts. 25.
Yeah, and I did the math.
So maybe it's just really like not packed in.
Maybe it needs to, I don't know.
I can put more in.
I'll put a gloves on in a second.
You know what like is going through my mind right now? I'm like, oh my God, I can't waste the dirt. Like I don't want the dirt to spill out of the pot that much, but like it's dirt. I'm concerned about wasting dirt. Anyway, that's where my brain is today.
Chaz says don't let the dirt get on the ground.
Yeah, that's what, don't let your dirt's gonna be dirty if it touches the grass, Brandon. It's fine. No, I don't need the second bag. Like, there's enough dirt in here.
We also have this
What's that for?
seed starter mix, which is basically
Fertilizer?
no, it's been cooked, so it has,
He cooked.
it's meant for starting seeds.
All right.
But I need to probably
I've got,
use
this dirt is coming to us in 4 pots.
Is there more in there?
Yeah.
Spread it out throughout them.
All right.
See, I think they could be a little fuller.
I mean, maybe.
Sterilized, thank you, Snow Fox, that's the word I wanted.
Sterilized.
This has been sterilized for seed starting.
Okay. So, like, it doesn't have bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't have bad.
I mean, that's what she said.
Listen,
I mean, let me just put all of this.
and yeah, then you can just scoop.
Yeah, and then I can scoop. It'll be scoop time before long.
Brabbit4 gifted a sub to Caffeinated Tomato, thank you. And I used this for the purple tomatoes and the honeydew melon.
I see. So,
And Fairy's Kitty gifted a sub to Gaming Fan, thank you.
good news, everyone. I didn't waste a lot of dirt. There's not a lot of dirt on the ground outside of the pot, so I did a good job.
Not a lot of dirt outside. You heard it here.
Yeah.
Dirt is an indoor activity.
We have an 11-month resub from Anise, thank you.
Well, this is special dirt. It was on sale.
I'm gonna set this down. It is getting incredibly hot.
Some of this dirt is wet, and some of it is not.
That's okay.
I'm just talking about it.
Ooh, these gloves are warm.
You put a camera in front of me and ask me to talk about dirt. I'm gonna do my best, but guys, it's dirt. This dirt kind of looks a little half loamy, half not.
Do we want to do this in the shade?
Don't matter to me.
Let's do this in the shade. Yeah.
It's like it's warm over there.
Okay, well you got the focal length.
Ooh, it's much nicer.
I think it's quite nice outside.
A lot nicer in the shade.
Okay. So what are we doing in the pot? We got, one of us has to look at the chat, because what if I turn my microphone off?
That sounds like a Brandon problem.
It is a Brandon problem. It's quite nice inside, says Chaz.
It's good to know, Chaz.
We have like the sports broadcast box watching us do this.
Yeah, these...
I can't smell anything, Snowfox. Snowfox says, I just realized that since Brandon isn't used to gardening a lot, he doesn't know what healthy dirt smells like. I can't smell anything.
I don't think people know that about you.
Maybe not. I guess, yeah, it's true. I haven't been keeping like encyclopedic knowledge of,
Chaz?
yeah, he was just adjusting the blinds. Oh, he wants.
Hello.
Oh, he says hi.
Chaz. Well, bye.
Well, don't. Just don't.
All right, so I think this is a fun story. He may not think it's fun. I was telling Chaz how I'm gonna grow corn this year, and he's like, why don't you grow something like expensive from the store, like mint?
That's a smart idea.
Yeah, he's right. Anyway, I picked these up because of Chaz. I asked him what he wanted me to grow, and it was parsley, cilantro, basil, and mint.
Nice.
So that's what we're growing in these. And these are gonna go in the screened-in patio.
We got a 13-month resub from Renee.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to sprinkle these all over the surface.
Oh, you have to do it.
I'll fix
with
it later.
Force. It's for the safety of the children, Chaz.
It's builder grade.
You could try to do it, or don't. Whatever, it's fine.
So I'm just gonna sprinkle these across the surface. This is the parsley, and I'm gonna promptly forget what is in each one of them.
Okay, so Chad, we need your help. That's the parsley pot.
No, I mean like when I move them upstairs.
Oh,
Put the thing in it.
Like this?
yeah.
But there's still seeds in it.
Put it in
Well, it
so
don't
they
matter.
fall in.
What?
You can do that.
Like just stick it
We'll be
in.
careful when we
Stick
bring
it
them
into
back
the
up.
edge.
Like
Yeah,
this?
Yeah.
yes.
So that later I know and I can
Yeah,
label
well, like
them?
you're gonna have to
Put it
dig it in a
put
little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta put soil on top, so it's okay right there.
Oh, okay, I see.
All right, cilantro is the same. You wanna see what cilantro seeds look like?
Yes,
Coriander?
I could just eat that.
It's coriander.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Bella Bunny. Chaz is plenty useful. We got 300 bits from Weren't Zero, who asks, would you recommend growing in June, either outside or inside?
It really depends what you want to grow. Like, herbs are a bit more delicate, so like these are going to be on something that's slightly more shaded than the actual garden. And if you're growing something large, like tomatoes, that's going to be a lot harder indoors.
Yeah, they say we move house then, so we can't start until we finish moving.
Something small like herbs would be fine, like because like these
If you
aren't
start growing
too-
inside and then
Yeah.
you move with the plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, depends on how far your move is, but that could work.
So this is basil.
Basil.
These are basil seeds. Yep.
These are just like the various components to an everything bagel.
I hear a woodpecker. These will definitely get thinned because I can't see them on the soil at all. All right, and last thing is mint. I said this in the vlog, but mint goes crazy. I recommend growing in a container and not putting it in the
Oh,
ground.
so someone earlier in the chat was like, mint also needs to be contained. And I was like, that's funny.
No,
That's
mint-
crazy.
Mint needs to be contained.
Oh, okay.
It takes over and spreads like crazy.
Why is
and-
it so expensive then? It sounds easy to grow.
It is pretty easy to grow. I didn't know mint seeds looked like this. Interesting.
Oh man, that thing looks harmless.
So baby. So
Mint will do crimes if unsupervised.
Exactly.
It looks like pollen.
It does look like pollen. You know what? I don't want to risk this getting anywhere.
Okay. So that was step one.
That was step one.
Step one, done.
Now we're going to put soil on top
Step
of these.
two, get soil and put it on top of them. Step two,
I think you really like directions.
yeah. Well, see how I only used one hand to give you the step fingers? Anyway.
So it said for the mint to just barely cover, so I'm just going to take a handful
Oh, I see.
and do this. Maybe a second handful.
There are so many people in chat right now that are saying planting mint in the ground is the worst decision of your life.
That's what I've heard. I've never dealt with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I took out some student loans. I thought that was kind of bad, but apparently
Mint is worse.
mint is worse.
All right, parsley. It's fine, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get some painter's tape after stream
Yeah,
and label the thing.
label it, yeah. Mint makes your student loans worse. I love it. So that's pretty much it.
I have to water everything, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, that would be nice because when you're watering stuff, we can recap what we've planted.
I'll water these not down here.
Chaz says, all y'all are doing is convincing me that I could have juleps and mojitos for forever.
Basically, Chaz. You just have to come over here and get some of the mint from my house. Because I don't like mint.
Well, thank you for your gardening service. Nice. So we're not doing that in your hand.
This is the melon. I already did these.
Oh, they're upstairs.
This is just the extra.
I gotcha.
Yeah, we're not planting the melon and I'm not planting the marigolds today. All right, we just have to water and that's it.
Awesome. Well, fortunately, we have a hose.
Yeah, I did bring that down.
I can grab it.
Yeah, Steven, you probably want to back up.
Is it on already?
Yep. And because I don't really want to disturb the soil, I'm going to switch it to not super strong.
Okay. So the first thing it looks like you're gearing up to water are the tomato plants.
Yeah, I can start over here.
Sure.
Not flood.
A little bit
Let's
of
try
variable
mist.
line.
Fun sounds from
That's better.
Oh, that. Ooh. How much water does Brandon take? Asks Noah. Okay, so this isn't. So what did we plant over here?
This was peas.
Peas. So we are watering the peas. And so they're underground, they'll germinate in like 2 weeks?
A week or two.
A week or two? Okay.
I find that it's normally on the low end, so it'll probably be in 7 days that they'll start popping up.
Okay. And then we planted about double as much as was recommended. And if you get extra, you're just gonna cull some of them?
Yeah, I'll just pluck them.
Okay.
That's called thinning in gardening, not culling.
Is that like, yeah, sure. Thinning, sure.
All right, so those are done.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do this.
So those are the peas, and then that's
Oh, God.
that's the sugar,
This
the
is
sun
yellow
sugar,
tomato,
yellow tomatoes.
the yellow cherry. You
Man,
want to keep you don't want to water the plant itself. You want to water the soil. Like a soaker hose that I had like running through here would be great, but I don't have that. And I'm gonna probably add more water in a bit. I'm gonna let that soak in it.
Okay. And then we have 2 Cherokee purple plants, which were the best tomato plants last year. Though the cherry tomatoes were very good.
They were.
I took a bunch of those and just blistered them on the stove, and I would just eat them on top of like rice and fish. It was great.
And they were good in the focaccia bread.
Yeah, I forgot about that. This is gonna be exciting. Hopefully this turns out.
Something will.
Yeah, odds are.
I don't want to destroy the plants with how strong this is. When they're bigger, it's not as...
There's no destruction problem?
Could you go
Yeah,
give me 2 more loops
I can do that.
of the hose?
I'm hosing.
This is a new hose.
There we go.
I had bought a Costco hose, and it was contractor grade, and it was super heavy. And that was a mistake last year. It was too heavy for me.
The brand of this hose is Flexzilla. What? Renee says, gotta have a hose, buddy.
I hear a catbird.
Oh, I thought someone's cat was broken.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
That's the catbird. All right, somewhere over here is the radishes. I might turn this. It is on mist. God, it's like blowing the dirt everywhere. That's better.
So what's over here, the radishes?
This is radishes somewhere.
Okay. There's a lot. I probably put like 40 of those suckers in the ground. Yeah, it was a catbird. I don't think that we have good ambient noise, probably.
To hear that?
Yeah.
No.
But some people in chat claim they could hear it.
It is the loudest one. I hear a cardinal too.
It sounds like a cat meowing, but it's a bird. You're getting high praise, Stephen.
People love water.
I've always thought that about water,
That people love it.
that people love it.
I don't remember where the rows were.
The rows?
Where the
Oh.
rows of radishes
You'll find
were.
out when they start growing.
That's what I'm assuming. That they'll be like a nice little green row.
I don't know how neat it'll be, but it'll be something. Oh, like I don't think it went that far.
Well, this is where the parsley was.
Oh, that's right. The anti-insecticide parsley. That brings the pollinators.
Yes.
My parsley brings all the pollinators to the garden.
All right, now we have to water the beans and the corn.
Passerby asks, can you grow lemons in North Carolina?
Oh, we can, but they grow on a tree. And lemons are slightly more permanent than
I do not want permanent lemons.
than an annual.
Maybe Chaz wants permanent lemons for his fruity drinks. Do you put lemon in a mojito?
Mojitos are lime.
Okay, that's like the same thing. Right.
My dad and stepmom have some sort of like orange. It's not an orange though. It's something similar.
So
It's like it's not a kumquat either. What is it?
everyone agrees with me in the chat that lemons are basically limes.
I don't know what kind of plant it is. It looks like oranges, but they're
So
small.
over here is the green beans.
These are the green beans.
Okay.
And then corn. And then I'm going to add a little bit more water to the tomatoes. Oh, I hit the hose on the lav. I'm sorry.
It's fine, like I sneezed. So then we got the sweet corn, which is going to get knee high by the 4th of July. Fun fact.
Remind me on the 4th of July, someone to like go measure this.
Figure out how your knee measures up to the corn.
Yeah. I only know where this is because of my footprints.
You got it. Like the water just falls from the sky and the plants have to figure it out. You're like helping them more than they would get help on their own.
I'll probably throw some fertilizer in the soil in the next couple weeks. Especially the tomatoes take a lot of like nitrogen and stuff.
Yep. And that's the corn.
That's the corn. I'm just gonna put a little bit more on the tomatoes.
Dust Carter asks an important question, which is whose knees are we using to measure the 4th of July
Oh, that
corn?
is a good question. Probably mine. Steven's are...
Y'all got like similar knees.
No, his are here. Mine are down here.
That's about the same. All of the Steven is in the torso. Sorry, have you seen you? It's all in the torso. Why not use Haley's knees? We got a 4-month resub from LX Rin.
Thank you.
Steve. No, I can't answer that question right now.
Ooh, there goes another spider.
They're trying to figure out what's going on.
He was not happy with the water. I have to pull the tomato cages out from the cathedral.
Is there broad public knowledge about what the cathedral means?
Did we explain that on stream the other day? We just talked about the cathedral.
I think we did.
Okay.
Ah, yes, the cathedral. Okay, someone knows what it means.
I could do it now, but I could also wait. But that is the last thing I have to do today.
Okay. All right.
Should we? I don't have the keys.
No. Just save it.
Okay. Cool. That's everything. We'll just take those upstairs, label those, and put some water on those as well.
Yep. That's it, I guess.
Tell everyone where they can find me next.
Where can you find Steven next? Well, tomorrow on Steven's channel, he, not me, is going to be playing Metroid, NES Metroid.
See, you got royal weed. Even you fall into it.
I did. Steven's going to be doing that tomorrow on his channel. Thursday morning will be breakfast stream. What time are you doing Metroid on Wednesday?
Probably. I'll aim for like between 1 and 2. Hopefully closer to 1 Eastern.
Closer to 1 Eastern tomorrow on Steven's channel.
Nice. Bro.
And then Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern will be breakfast stream on Steven's channel. Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
5 years, Mallory. 5 years.
I say it on purpose because I know he's going to get a reaction.
Sure.
Is going to be Zelda Twilight Princess, and then
No.
not Twilight
It hasn't been Twilight Princess for 5 years, Mel.
Tears of the Kingdom.
10.
Yeah, I know.
10
I was
years.
trying to make you feel better.
It did a little bit.
Yeah.
Listen, it's warm. I need water. And that's all I can think about
How's
right now.
over there?
I'm not going to drink from the hose.
All right. Well.
Anything else that you can think of, Steven?
No. Vlogs
Well,
are
maybe
coming
we'll
out,
talk
and
about the new store.
Yeah, if people weren't at breakfast stream, they may not
Oh yeah,
know.
there is a new Steven Shop store.
StevenShop.com.
StevenShop.com.
We have completely new merch as of today.
We have
Yep.
completely new merch as of today. We took some really great product photos, so you'll have to look through them. Like we took them.
Yeah, like we're wearing it.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun to do.
There's one of like Brandon and Steven back there in the Good Vibe shirts.
Yeah. And the cryptid shirts.
And the
too.
cryptid shirts back there. That's where we took those.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks to everyone for tuning in. There's not anything else I'm gonna do besides put some marigolds in the ground later.
Okay.
Sweet.
Well, at this point, we just kind of say goodbye, and then Chaz has to be the one to press the button. He's up in the sports commentator booth.
He's waving at us.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll give him a commentary mic next time.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, thanks everyone for being here. Hope you have a great afternoon, and Steven will see you tomorrow for Metroid.
Bye.
Bye.